traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. And we're here with Monica Staggs. Monica has been on my show now quite some time.
Yes.
And not only this, she is a listener, everybody. She's a listener that came on. You came on with one thing. Now you're going to talk about this other thing that you've been doing now for a while. But hold on tight. We're live on Facebook for everybody. Hi. Tell them your Facebook page so they can see it. We're doing it simultaneously now.
It's Arizona CPR.
So check it out on hers and mine while we're doing it at the same time. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do. Welcome back to the show.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I have been teaching CPR training for since 2012. I started teaching CPR training because I have done CPR in real life, and I wanted to share my knowledge with other people and make them lifesavers.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You've got classes galore. You've got something that you just added that you're really excited about. Tell them about that.
Yes, I am starting right after tomorrow. I will also be American Heart Association certified, so I can give BLS certifications for those that need the American Heart Association class. I'm also ASHE in Safety Council too.
Okay, and tell them all the classes that you have. Like for instance, if you are a babysitter and you've got a kid out there that is a babysitter, have them do this. Everybody should do it, by the way, especially here in Arizona. But if you've got someone that's a babysitter, you've got great babysitting classes, you'll make more money. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a child and babysitting course I have on Saturdays usually, and that's a great course for 11 to 17-year-olds. It's also a great course for the new mother that perhaps she's never babysat before and she wants to learn more about the tiny babies and CPR first aid and the formula of breast milk and how to feed people, how to feed the infant, and age-appropriate toys and everything. Resume building for the young teens. I was on the news. I was interviewed on Channel 3 and Channel 5 and Channel 15 based on my classes, my babysitting classes.
Now, again, you have other classes as well. Now, there are people out there that need to have these classes. Where are you located?
I am located in Tempe. The cross streets are Aurora and Baseline.
But you know what? She'll come to you as well.
Yes.
If you've got 5 or more.
I will come to you with 5 or more throughout the valley.
And we've talked a little bit about this. I don't know if you still do it, but will you come in and somebody even have a group at home that they want to do?
I can if they do have 5 or more. Most of my clientele are doctor's offices, dentist office, chiropractors, daycares, and schools. But yes, if somebody just wants to have a party at their house, or they just want to have, as long as it's 5 or more, like a group of foster parents, for example, that need first aid CPR, I have done that too.
You had one that I like to talk about, which is the one that was the lady who had a baby,
Yeah,
the little girl had a baby.
Back. Yeah.
And you know what? She had a party for everybody so that all of her friends and they all learned how to do CPR. It's great. You're offering for everyone to get entered in to win a class of your choice. And if you book 5 or more, you're going to get $10 off. Are you still doing that?
Yes.
So we've got our lines open here, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You got a new logo. You did that.
I do.
And
Please check
her
my
website is new too. It's AZCPR ERT, right?
CERT. AZCPRCERT.com.
There you go. AZCPRCert for certification.com.
Yes.
Now, you can use either one, but they still go to each other?
If you happen to have my old cards and it goes to Arizona CPR Certification.com, it will transfer to AZCPRCert.com.
So, we've talked a lot about this. The holidays are coming up. Anyone can have an issue anytime. You could be sitting next to somebody and they could have a heart attack right there or a stroke. And this is why it's so important for everyone really to take classes.
The holidays are a big time for chest pains and heart attacks and
we got to
choking.
pay for it, you guys. Everybody's getting chest pains.
Yes.
Starts
a lot
early.
A lot of stress during the holidays. Family coming in, trying to get time off, trying to make space in their house for family members. And sometimes we're not aware that we have that heart condition or that heart rhythm that's irregular. And then all that that stress piling up on us.
Let's talk about the classes. Let's go back to that. So, any of them that you want to talk about in general?
No, pretty much. I want to talk about first aid and CPR classes. First aid CPR classes are great for just the grandparent, the parent. They're also great for the anybody in the general industry that works in an office, that works in a school, that works in a daycare center, factory workers. But I believe everybody should learn that. So even if you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, you should actually learn first aid CPR.
Well, the fact is that we're the number one state practically, besides probably California, that has drownings in our pools.
Yes.
And, even though I know it's September, look how hot it is. I'm sure you're out there. I'm sure you're in the pool. These kids get out in the craziest ways. If you've got doggy doors, they're getting through there. However they're doing it, people turn your back just for 1 minute, and boom, something happens.
Yeah, you should have, if you have a pool, you should have alarms on your doors. You should also have alarm on your gate for your pool. You should have a gate on your pool. Or if you don't have an alarm, please put a padlock on your gate so we don't have any small children that like to climb over the fence or open up the gate.
It's awful. So now everyone's getting entered in to win a class of your choice. And if you have 5 or more people, she's going to give you a discount of $10. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And by the way, you will go to anyone, throughout the valley. If you have at least 5 or more people,
I will travel to you.
Or you can go to her office right there in Tempe. You can even bring the people there. I know that you've had other, like, firemen come in as well.
Yes, I have. I've had people. I have had EMTs and firefighters come in that need their BLS training. I've had physicians that came in for BLS trainings, ER physicians.
What was the situation that you had when you said that you had experienced having to do this?
Well, I did CPR on a 3-year-old child that we pulled from a pool when I was working as an EMT.
Was it scary? But you were so glad to have it.
It was scary because it was a child. It was a child, but it was quite scary.
Right, but when you have experience in it and you know what you're doing, yes, you have that adrenaline, but at the same time, you know what you're doing and you're there.
And you work on a team, and that's why I try to teach too as a team, especially for the healthcare providers or the EMT. I try to teach them to work as a team so that it works smoothly, so that everybody's stressed in the first place, and so if we can work nice and smooth.
Now, again, her website is AZ CPR Cert for certification. Check it out. Again, AZ CPR Cert. And then, of course, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win a class of your choice, whether it's you or someone that you know. We're going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for everything. The classes are, if you have 5 or more, she's going to give you $10 off as well. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I also want to stress too, Halloween is right around the corner.
Candies and chokings. Even my own child has, when she was a wee young one, has choked on stuff.
And it doesn't have to be. Look at the food that people to eat, and you can have a chicken bone. Obviously, my daughter, I had it happen twice. One daughter, she was eating a steak, and she didn't chew it well enough, and of course, or took a big bite, and she started to choke. She didn't, and nothing happened. But it was pretty scary. She won't eat steak anymore now for the rest of her life. But my other daughter also had a little toy, and the nose, she was sucking on it. She was probably about 8 months old, whatever it was. She was playing with the toy, and the nose came off, and it went right into her back of her mouth. I happened to hear it, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I just grabbed it. I was crazy, but it's good to know.
Yes, it's good to know. At least how did you do that domino thrust on somebody? Because with parties and also, especially around New Year's, when New Year's Eve comes along, people are going to be drinking and eating at the same time, and laughing and joking.
You're in trouble.
And they put that cracker in their mouth, and now they have trouble. They put that piece of cheese or whatever it could be, popcorn in their mouth, and now they're choking.
Absolutely. Again, we also have a lot of people that listen to the show that are elderly people. They're living with somebody that is. It's so great to know. Everybody should be. It should be mandatory, practically, that everyone does
for
it.
the elderly, especially if you that somebody should know how to do, especially first aid, how to bandage, because they fall.
They fall.
They fall, and how would you help them up? How would you about heat stroke? Are you checking on? It's still hot. Are you checking on your elderly neighbors? Do you know how to recognize heat stroke?
How about strokes? I mean, just in general,
Strokes.
if you get to it early, that's
Do you
better.
know the fast, the fast emblem, the facial droop? The A is arm drifting, S is slurring, and T is the time to call EMS 911.
You got to give her a call. Check her out on her website. It's AZCPR Cert for certification.com. We've got lines open here for everyone to get entered into a class. Our number here, 602-277-5369.